I'm in my first 90 days at my new tech job, and here are 4 things I'm doing to set myself up for success. If we haven't met already, hi, my name is Yasi. I recently quit my consulting job after 3 years, and in those 3 years, one of the most important things I learned is first impressions matter. Rather than thinking of this as a hurdle and burden, oh, I have to do extra work to impress people in my first few weeks, I challenge you to reframe your mindset. If you put in a little extra work up front, you can actually shape your own reputation as someone who is high performing, knows what they're doing, and is just very impactful to the business. And if it isn't obvious already, that is how you grow, whether it's promotions, new opportunities, or building allies. These are best practices you can apply if you also want to establish your credibility and reputation. And honestly, the fourth and final tip has been a complete game changer for myself. So without further ado, the first thing that I did was map out all of my key stakeholders and the org structure. Something I often did as a consultant is whenever I work with a new client, literally draw out their org chart, figure out who is responsible for what decisions, as well as work with my teammates and manager to figure out the dynamics and motivations of different teams. And bonus tip, try to remember all senior stakeholders by their first name. I actually need to get better at that myself. Tip 2 is to have a ton of intro calls and build micro touch points to enhance your visibility moving forward. I can almost guarantee that anyone that you reach out to will be willing to give you 10-15 minutes of their time to just say hi and ask a few basic questions. This is super valuable to help you better understand where you sit in the company, as well as build personal connections with these people who you may work with in the future. As for building micro touch points, I literally went into my calendar and did an audit. Do I have enough recurring FaceTime with my cross-functional partners? What are the larger forums where I'll be expected to give updates in the future? Who are the super busy people that I don't have meetings with, but I should keep CC'd on important emails? Basically, figure out a plan to make sure people know that you are here and you are doing important work. Tip 3 is create a learning and development plan. Chances are in a new org, you will need to learn new skills, tools, or processes. For example, in my new role, I'm using SQL for the first time to wrangle data. So to accelerate my ramp up and demonstrate initiative, I'm taking the action of identifying which skills or processes I want to get faster at, and I make sure to update my manager on my team that I am prioritizing my learning. Finally, tip number 4, and this is probably the most impactful one long term, create an early wins plan. We already know it's really important to document your wins in a brag sheet, but in your first 90 days, you can take that a step further and set goals for yourself that are achievable but still will demonstrate impact. Lean on your manager for this. Basically ask them, hey, what are some things I can take off your plate that are impactful to the business, high priority to you and the team, and achievable at my level of experience? If you can pull off setting goals and achieving them very early on, it gives you so much credibility and builds a really great reputation. And that will come in handy for the rest of your career, whether you're still at this company or not. I hope you found that helpful. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.